This podcast is sponsored by Adderall.
Oh, you know what? Take it or don't. You find out. Good luck.
I was just telling this story the other day. My brother's behavioral therapist, my brother's autistic nonverbal, and like years ago he had a behavioral therapist. And like long story short, when she stopped working with him, she was like, okay, now that I can legally tell you this, you absolutely have ADHD. Also, can we be friends? I'm like, yeah, for sure. I'm not going to say her name because she's like a private person, but...
That's hilarious.
But yeah, that's
like
interesting.
I've been waiting for years.
Well, my algebra teacher, my sophomore year of high school, was also like, oh yeah, you... and this was like 25 years ago. She's like, you absolutely have ADD. You should get tested. And then I told my mom, and she's like, I probably have it too. Just deal with it. And she was like, what?
That's so my family. It's definitely in my family. That's all I'll say. And it is it's heavy. It's not it's obvious.
Sure.
I shouldn't say that. I mean, it is in my family. And so but I always was like, no, I don't have that because that's different. Or like, I don't leave the cabinets open or whatever.
My mom leaves the cabinets open.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And I leave it a little bit open too.
Yeah, my family with the cabinets. I feel like I don't want to like call anyone out because that doesn't seem very nice.
No. We don't have to. And your family seems lovely.
Yeah, it was always like that kind of stuff. And I was like, well, that's what ADHD looks like. But then now it's like, I mean, I'm doing exactly what my mom does. The other day, my friend came over and she was like, wait, where did my hat go? And I was like, oh my God. I like swiped it up and put it in my stuff to like get it organized. My mom used to do it all the time. As soon as we would put our keys out in the house, she'd pick them up and put them in the drawer, which is like never where we put our keys. But she was just trying to help. But it was like, it's those little things where it's like the brain is just, and the mind is also just like, it's all like, I don't know. My brain feels so jumbled by it sometimes.
Yeah, big time.
It was shocking. I'm like, oh my God, this is what my family's been dealing with the whole time. Like, that's not very, you gotta have a little bit more patience. I used to have music teachers. Did you ever have this when you were a kid? That would like I had a music teacher in particular, I just remember from choir. She would like point at and be like, Mike, have you taken it wasn't Adderall, it was whatever that was before people were
Ritalin?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like, have you taken your Ritalin today? And he's like, no. Or like, yes, I did. And you're still acting like and it was like a big, she would like call them out
she
like
is
that.
Wild for that. I'm glad that now it's like, no, you don't fucking do that.
Listen, we all have 4 seconds of attention span because of TikTok and the internet.
Yeah,
so we're all out there losing our minds. Everybody take Adderall. Adderall.
I like that you were looking down the barrel of the
it.
camera. I love it. It's so much fun to do it.
I always look down whenever I'm on a podcast with cameras, it's like I can't help but mug to the camera every time I try to do something funny.
You're a pretty girl. You should. She loves it. She's
I love, make love to the camera.
Hi, friend. Should we tell people how we met and who you are?
Yes. You know what's interesting is sometimes I try to think about how did I meet someone, but I think I remember now.
I remember, but you go.
You'll remember better. But so tell people who I am?
Or no, I mean, you're my friend Niccole Thurman.
Yes, I'm Niccole Thurman. I'm 5'9". I just moved here from LA 2 months ago, almost 3.
But you had been here before, which I think is fascinating.
Yes.
And I want to get to that.
Yeah, I lived here a couple times, but yeah, just vibing. But yeah, we met on the internet or not?
Yeah, you DM'd me, and I was like, who's this cool girl?
What did I say?
I didn't. It was like, I don't remember. I feel like it was like during COVID or something. But I was like, oh, she's so cool. And then we've just been friends ever since. And we didn't meet proper till like December.
Yeah.
Like in person.
Yeah. It was. I think the internet friendship things are so funny, and some of them I've had for a really long time now, because I'm trying to think. I probably started Twitter, or like really trying on Twitter.
Oh yeah, maybe it was
2017, 2016.
Uh-huh.
So then it's like, now it's like, what, 8 years I've known some people. It's crazy, just from Twitter.
And have you met most of them in person, or not really? Or?
Some of them. I feel like for a while it was more like meeting people and talking more because everybody was on there. Now it's X and everybody is everywhere else.
Yeah,
and
left.
Yeah, I am still on there, but I never go on there, and I haven't tweeted or anything. I just can't bring myself to delete my profile because that was the time.
And you had a shit ton of
followers.
Yeah,
I was living. It's the most I've ever felt cool in the comedy world.
Don't say that, because your Zoom video. So I was telling my friend Liz Heather, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have Niccole Thurman on the podcast, and she goes, why does that name sound so familiar? I go, you know her, and she goes, wait, did she do the Zoom video? I go, yes. She goes, it's so funny. Which, if you haven't seen it, Niccole does this video about the face you make when you're logging off Zoom and you're kind of like.
The face that it's like, yeah, your soul leaves your body. You're like, bye. And the slow fade, like I literally, I didn't even do it.
It's
What's
so
so
good.
crazy about that is that went, I think it went viral in like 2019, and then again around the end of 2020, 2021, because everybody was on Zoom and everybody, like some people remembered that and then was starting to send it around again. But it was so funny because I originally made it because I was watching Instagram, and my friend was doing a story and she was like talking with her cat and she was just being like, da-da-da-da-da, okay, da-da-da, say bye, da-da-da, and then she was just like, and I'm like, that is crazy looking. She just went from like joyful and alive to dead and like under chin angle.
Yeah, not flattering.
It's just hilarious. I just love it. It's, I guess they call it kind of the millennial pause now, but it's more like the millennial die at the end kind of thing.
Thank you for describing, because I saw millennial pause and I'm like, well, now this is something that I'm probably doing and I don't know what it is. So that's what it is. Okay, thank you. The youth telling me.
It's like when you start a video and then you're like, hey, so everybody, and you're like, you don't edit that part out. It's like, no, you're old. But you know what I was thinking? I saw a TikTok trend today. I got thoughts, too many.
Let's hear it. I'm not on TikTok. I mean, I am on TikTok, but I never go on there. Like you on X.
Oh, yeah. It's like I was like that with TikTok forever, too, but now I'm on there. But there's like a dance trend that's like, and so, but the first like 8 beats of the song, there's no choreography. So I'm like, why don't they just cut the first 8 beats of the song out and just start where the choreography starts? Because that to me is the nerdy. The dance is cute. The song is cute. The watching the video, everybody looks like a friggin' nerd until they start dancing. And I'm like, why do you all look like friggin' nerds? Just cut the video. Or move the intro, Anyway,
I agree.
It's
no,
so
they
funny
should.
because it reminds me of millennial pause. I'm like, it's like a cool dance, but it's made uncool by the millennial pause at the top.
And is it a lot of millennials doing it, or is it younger people?
To me, it seems a little bit like older people.
Ah, so that's why.
Or
So
like
they
from
need
their
a second
moms.
to like get groove. They're like, oh, we need a minute to like all get on beat.
We'll stretch it and remember the olden days when our hips were mobile.
These are so cool. Are these boxing shoes?
They are.
They're so cool. Do you
Thank
box or
you.
do you just like the look?
I did box for a long time.
Cool. Oh,
until
that's right.
My back started hurting too much. I couldn't, but like, I love it. It's funny though, because the first time I actually used to have wrestling shoes, Adidas wrestling shoes.
What's up, Adidas?
Because I know I love Adidas. I love Sambas. I have Sambas.
Man, I've been wearing Sambas since I was a little kid. Like they
Yeah.
were my shoes. No, and then
Me
Kylie
too.
Jenner farted in them and they got like expensive.
Oh, is that what? No, did she really fart in them? Or are you
No,
saying she
I'm
wore
being
them?
an asshole. No, like 2 summers ago, she like wore them out and then they got super popular. I mean, when I was buying them, they were $65 and now
Right.
they're $120.
Right. You know what? I saw that because I bought some Sambas, but then I've been recently looking to get more, and I'm like, they do seem expensive. That's why, because
They're more
like double
expensive?
the price.
And they got, well, and I'm sure, I mean, I've also been wearing them so long. So I think they were like $65 like 8 or 10 years ago. But they got smaller. Like I went to go buy my same size and I'm like, I need a bigger size. And the girl at Foot Locker was like, no, don't worry. Like they're
Like vanity sizing on Adidas.
why are you going to make, I already have a size 9. Like don't make me.
Right.
Which now I feel like, if it's a size 9 in women's, then it's not in men's, but I'm wearing a size 9 in men's, which doesn't make sense, but whatever. Here we are. It doesn't matter.
Maybe they're unisex, but they just say
Oh.
men because they still think of men first.
I like that we're both going to do that the whole time.
Yeah, now you have to mug the whole time with the camera.
I think it's interesting that you had the balls to move back to New York. Because, like, I feel like so many people, when they leave New York to go to LA or vice versa, it's like stick in
Yeah.
the ground, like, I'm doing it. And I've always been like, you can just move back. Like,
Yeah.
if it sucks, just move. And not to diminish, like, I know that moving's a motherfucker and it's like, and you literally just did it. No, I'm trying to give you more space. But I like that you had the balls to do it. And like, I mean, my friend Joe DeRosa has also been like back and like he's gone back and forth a couple times too. And it's like, yeah, just do whatever works.
Yeah.
So like, I just wanted to give you your flowers that you fucking
Thank
laid your
you.
dick down and did it. Yeah, I think it's great.
I did it. I laid that dick down.
Do it.
Yeah. My dog was like, ah! But no,
Perfect Izzy.
I love my dog. No, thank you for that.
Yeah,
I
man.
think there's, I think there's like, I think that there's some privilege in being like, in being super single. Privilege in that. And, not having kids, not
Sure.
having, I
Yeah.
didn't have any work at the time. My car was a lease. My lease was month to month.
Which is incredible. That's like the deal of a century.
Yeah, because after a year in LA, at least, I don't know if that's like that here. All apartments go to month after a year lease. So it's like this great thing. I think it's just because everybody in LA is so flaky that they're used to it. They're like, yeah, you can leave if you want after a year. Like, I don't know. But so it's a very
cool.
free way of kind of living in a way. And I always knew that I could leave whenever I wanted. I lived there 7 years. And it's, you know how they have that like Saturn return, or like in the apartment I'd lived there 7 years.
Yeah.
But I think it's just, I had also had like the good, I mean, it's one of those things where you look at them in the future and it's the good fortune, the privilege, and the opportunity. But when you are doing it, you're like, you know, I'm a loser. I can't figure out where to live. Because when I was younger, I was in Chicago. I moved here. Then I moved back to Chicago because I was like, I don't really feel like I know what I'm doing in New York yet. So I'm going to go back to Chicago. And then I worked at Second City.
How big of you?
Exactly. So then that was the first
Very few
time.
people are like emotionally intelligent and mature enough and like have the confidence to be like, you know what, this isn't. Let me like take a step back. Like some people will just. I've seen people rot, and I've seen people like give up on comedy because it's been too hard, and it's like, that's a bummer, man. You were super funny.
I think it's because it's so easy to, like I said, rot in it, but I also mean get stuck in it and forget that you can change it. You know what I mean? Like, you. Like, I really do mean that, though, because I think a lot of people, first of all, your life will show you where it's going. You can either go with it or you can fight it. But if you can fight a fucking ocean, you're going to be tired. You might be dead. Okay, honey? And you will look crazy because you're fighting the ocean. So, but that's what I say. Your body, your life, your everything, it shows you. I'm not saying everything happens for a reason. I'm saying it. You will see it when you see it, and you can either say I don't want to do that, or you can just try it and be like, okay, fine, it's right. Like literally, when I went back to Chicago, I still didn't know what I was going to do, but I had a little bit of experience with Second City. So I went back to working with them, and now my life that's the only reason why I'm sitting here, is because I went back to Chicago, and I started working with the theater that knew me, put me where I needed to be, got me the reps, and then I went to LA, and now I'm here. You know what I mean? It's like, so I think the reason why I'm 43 years old. Can you believe?
No one believes it. No one believes it. You look beautiful.
I think it's like, I feel young, but also I feel like, at 43, the reason I had I could throw my dick down and move was because I know that it's like the Jeff Buckley song, it's never over. But it's not, like, it's never over. Like, you literally can go anywhere. Mm-hmm. I literally today when I was on the train, I was like, I am in a bad mood. Maybe I'll rent a car and go upstate tomorrow. Why? Because I can. Not because I'm rich. I'm stupid with money, but because I think people forget that they actually do have the power to do it, because everybody always says, oh, I wish that I could do what you did. You literally can.
But mentally, they have that block, and those mental blocks are bigger and heavier than physical blocks.
Absolutely. And bigger and heavier than financial, geographical. Mm-hmm. Like, that is so true. And it's, because it's hard to convince people otherwise sometimes, too. And it's like, you don't have to believe it, but you have to at least hear that you could do it it's not easy. It's not enjoyable. Like, I am broke and, scared, and I sit on the train. I'm like, if I make $15 doing this and I try to find $20 doing that, then, it's never like this peaceful, chill existence, really, especially when you first moved to New York. Mm-hmm. But it's like, it's still worth it. My stomach hasn't hurt. I've been happy. People have been looking at me, asking me on dates, looking at me like I'm sexy. I'm not sexy in LA.
You are.
I'm sexy to me. I'm sexy to the right people, but not to the people I'm trying to have sex with. So no, I'm just kidding. But like, no, it's a totally different, and just a vibe that like I feel better in. And so, yeah, it was like after a while, because I was kind of feeling like the stuck person that I was like, I wish I could do something. I wish I could do something, but I'm just sitting here in LA. Where can I go? This is where I try to work, and da-da-da-da-da. And what if I leave if I can't work as easily? And then I was like, well, I don't really work. I don't really talk to anybody that lives here anymore. I don't enjoy going out with people. It's not that it's anything wrong with the people. It's just that I'm not connecting to it anymore. Yeah. So then that's when I realized, like, oh yeah, I have the power. I have to tell myself that.
But again, huge, because so many people would have stayed another 7 or 14 years being like,
I know. And I think that's why, like, when people be like, well, like, because I've had people that are like 5 years younger than me act like I'm 25, and sometimes I'm like, well, the way you're talking to me, you're acting like I'm a 20-year-old. Like, what's up? Do you know how old I am? I know how we're the same age as me. But why I say that is because I feel like it's like the same idea about like aging, or like it's how you perceive it or how you perceive you can, like, you are doing it.
1,000%.
Because I have a lot of problems. I have a lot of self-confidence issues, so much self-doubt, so much loathing, all the shit that I'm working on. So it's like, I got a lot of problems. I go home and my brain is yelling at me. So I'm sitting there bullying myself. But like, I still live my life as if it's like, yeah, like day to day, as opposed to saying I'm 43. I guess I gotta not wear this hat on an interview, or, you know, wear regular shoes, not boxing shoes or whatever. You know, it's like, it's kind of, it's just interesting to me. I think that, I don't know. I always think about that because I feel like, especially when you move or when you make or like for me, when I got in a car accident and like was like in a fine mood, like not devastated the rest of my life, people are like, well, how did you do that? And it's like, you really could too. You just have to know. Yeah. Because, you know, and I don't even have that much confidence in myself, but I know you know, that's what my new tattoo is. I know. Me saying I know.
But that's so great that you know it, because some people know it and, like what you were saying before, like still reject it or push it away, or they don't even, like, I'm not discrediting what you just said about having confidence issues, but whatever confidence issues you have, you still have enough confidence in yourself to be like, oh no, but like you believe in yourself enough to change, which is huge.
Well, there's this, first of all, there's a meditation called the Mountain Meditation. Have you ever heard of it? Okay, so
is it Brianna West or no? I'm thinking of something else.
Brianna West.
I think her, and I have her book. I have her book and I haven't read it. The Irene Morales story.
Listen, same. Listen, is another thing in my house, but I don't know what it says. The Niccole Thurman story, please. My aunt said, "You don't read." And I said, "I do. I have books," but then she couldn't, and I couldn't go from there. You know, I was like, that's all I got.
But a nice thing about living in New York and having to take the train all the time is you can sit on the train and read.
I'm going to try to do that more often.
Yeah.
But what I was saying was there's this thing called the Mountain Meditation.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from. I think it's super old school. But kind of the whole idea of it is the world is chaos. Everything's moving around me. Animals, you know, wind, nature's changing, da-da-da-da. But I am a mountain. And you're solid, steady. You don't move. And so I feel like that's the thing about me, is that I'm so fucking emotional and chaotic, and I have, you know, I gotta take pills for reasons that we don't need to talk about. You know what I mean? And I go through my shit. But I am a mountain. And so the one thing I do have is that core that says, like, not that it's gonna be all right, but like, well, you'll be there. So at least you'll be there. And that doesn't mean I necessarily, you know, have that, like, oh, I fully believe in myself. Every therapist I've had usually says you're the most confident and most, like, lowest confidence person I've ever met. I'm like, yeah, I'm like the complete dichotomy. I love and think I am a piece of trash. You know, love myself, hate myself. But
a perfect recipe for a comedian.
Yeah, right.
That's
people say it. They're like, oh, that's why. And I'm like, I guess.
And then I didn't know that you did Second City, so like you really have like a great understanding of the difference between improv and stand up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'm terrified of improv.
I'm terrified of stand up.
Really?
Yes. What? Because okay, this is my theory about stand up. I can barely watch it because stand up, the audience is like this. So can I. Right. Well, you have to. I mean, you probably watch so much bullshit. I went to one comedy show and the comedians were kind of bad, and I was like, oh my God, like I didn't actually think when everybody was saying these things about some bad comedians, they were meaning it. But like some of the shit people are out there saying, I'm like, yo, rewrite.
But they don't.
Rewrite, edit, cut it. What were we even talking? I don't know.
Improv versus stand-up. Oh, you're scared of stand-up, but you can handle improv.
Yeah, because I feel like the stand-up audiences are like, make me laugh.
It's pretty like, brutal.
You're not going to.
Yeah.
And you're up there by yourself, and they're challenging you immediately. Mm-hmm. With improv, we don't know what we're going to say. They don't know what we're going to say, and they think it's magic because, honestly, it kind of is. It just becomes a thing. And so it's kind of like no matter what you do, you're going to win a little bit. Sure. Even if the people are like, that improv show sucked. But at least, like, you know, dummies from tourists or whatever would be like, that was great. We loved it.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're right. I've seen that before where they just, like, it's like enchanting.
Yeah.
And good improv, it's like drugs. I mean, comedy's kind of like drugs. When it's good, it's great. And when it's bad, you're like, this trip has to end. You're like, get me off the fucking boat. This is gnarly.
I need another bottle of water. I think I can get rid of it if I keep drinking water.
Yeah, sure. Dramamine, whatever the fuck. I also think it's really cool that you're in WGA and SAG. Oh,
Yeah.
or do you not? I was gonna say stop me if I ever get to something that you don't want to talk about, just be like,
No, I'm cool.
Okay.
I'm chill. No, I am in WJ and SAG, and
How
I'm
cool.
excited about it.
how cool, like another laying your dick down moment. How cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I got my WJ card on my birthday.
Aw,
And so now it's
October
always
31st.
Yeah, now it's always a Halloween date on it.
Aw.
And it was really cool. I never thought that would happen. Also,
Why?
I have won a WGA award, which to me is like mind blowing. It was for like you go, it was for whatever, but it was for like
It's a big deal.
unscripted like comedy show with Maya Rudolph and Andy Samberg, which working with Maya, my absolute favorite
She's the
person,
coolest.
icon, everything. She's
Yeah.
biracial, I'm biracial. I'm like, I want to be you. And then Amy Poehler was producing. It was just like insane already, but then we won an award. So it's like to feel like, yeah, I'm a part of the unions, and then I've had that experience too is crazy to me because I never thought I'd be in the writers union, never. But I mean, I'm not really that. I haven't been like huge into writing at all lately, but like.
But you
I
did
do feel proud
it.
I got to do, or I am doing it. I got insurance when I got in a little car accident. I had 2 insurances. And it felt great to be able to say that.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool because WGA insurance, I don't even know how I got it. I'm so serious. I even called them. I was like, oh, no, I didn't want insurance. They're like, you get it. We just give it to you. I don't know how they do it.
I think it's, I mean, and I might be wrong, but I've heard through other friends that you, like, if you meet a minimum, oh, yeah.
I keep hitting this. Sorry, I'm terrible with these kinds of mics.
No, it's okay. Every time I record, I do this the whole
Yeah.
fucking time. Like, it's a,
Depth perception.
no, and what is it? Like the little
Like a
kids
cat
playing
toy?
with or the cat. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's when you hit a certain amount of hours,
Yeah.
right, that you become eligible. At least, isn't that how SAG? I feel like they're both like that, right? SAG and WGA.
I know SAG is more hours and like.
Oh, more.
and,
You have to
like,
hit
I
more
mean-
hours to receive insurance.
Yeah, I think with WGA, I'm not sure because it's like you get to write on, it's the same as SAG really. You get to work on so many things until they tell you have to join.
Mm-hmm.
And but SAG has a thing I think that's called like Taft-Hartley where you can still be working but you're getting closer to having to join.
Oh, okay.
And you can choose it, but then after a certain point Taft-Hartley becomes no, you just have to join it. Must
Yeah.
join.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
letter is super intimidating. It's like
Yeah.
we have received. Because I'm only in
Yes.
SAG, and I recently got in, and it was like we have been informed that you have been a part of a production that is at SAG, and you must not you must join, but it's like you are strongly encouraged to join, and failure to join may forfeit your eligibility in the future. And I was like, well, dang.
Well, then I guess I'll join.
Well, okay then. And then I went on Reddit, and everybody on Reddit was like, yeah, just avoid it until
Yes.
you get a job that can pay for the dues. And then so it's so funny, everyone was like, oh, tires, you must be raking in the money. I'm like, I got paid, and I'm not, and I'm so grateful to tires. It's what got me my SAG card. But like the money that I made from tires went completely to the dues.
Oh yeah, I
Like-
think the commercial that turned me SAG was the same. I think it's like that with most people.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, okay, but then you just like it sucks though, because it's like when you want money, and then you're like, okay, well I guess I'll just give it to you guys. And SAG is, yeah, the unions. Sometimes it's so hard to reconcile, and then sometimes it really comes through, and you're like, okay, like the insurance. Whenever I talk to people about how much they pay for insurance, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So that's been good. But yeah, it is funny. But I think the WGA did that to me too. I was working on like a couple shows, and then I worked on this one, and I got an email like while I was at work that was like, okay, girl,
Yeah.
give us some money and join, because they're like, it's time, But yeah, it's always like that where you can get by for a little bit, but then and it is good to push it off, because it's good to be a union, but if you have no experience and you just suddenly are SAG, it's like you just need to be able to you just want to be able to work and make money.
Yeah.
And then join a union and make money in the union, of course, because it's so much better than being non-union to me. But then kind of like do it, not race to do it. I don't know why I'm saying this, but that's just kind of how I feel.
No, I
Because
get
I
it.
think it's because I came through in Chicago and like Second City and all that stuff, where it's like you're just kind of doing it to do it, and then hopefully it progresses that way.
Yeah, which props to Chicago. I feel like every comic that comes, and obviously you have I'm looking at it from the outside, but every comic that comes out of Chicago is so strong.
Yeah.
Like y'all are like, and I do think it's interesting that, like, I know a lot of comedians from the Midwest who like left their hometown, went to Chicago, got super strong, and then went to like New York or LA. And it's such an interesting like feeder pattern. And
yeah, and that's kind of what I did really, because I came out here and then went back to Chicago, got strong, and then went to LA. It is interesting, and it's funny too because it's so cheesy, but they call, like, on the door of Second City, I remember it's like the Harvard of comedy, and I would always laugh at it. But it is funny because in a way it does feel like school. And so even if you're just, because I only took like a couple classes there, I was lucky to kind of just get in the system as like a performer. And so that even if when you're going through like the performances, it feels like you're kind of going through school. So it is this like training in a way. And whenever I talk about people that came up before me, like, whoever it will be, I'm like, oh, like Chris Wataski, he was like this. I always want to say the class before me, but then I'm like, that doesn't even make sense.
But I mean, I've heard comedians in New York say it like, oh, they're of that class or it's of this class. And it's kind of like when you, like, I can think of when I moved here in 2014, there was kind of like a crew of us that moved here. Like Carmen Lagala, Blair Saki was also part of that. I think Blair Saki and Alex Pavone and Carmen Lagala were like the first people I met when I moved here. And and then there's like the class above us that was like Sam Morrell and whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think class is normal to say.
Yeah. And I think it's like, that's what it feels like. I know that people in LA really like Chicago actors. I don't know about New York, honestly, because I think New York actors are fairly similar, because any actors that are doing theater for either, the theater here pays, but like in Chicago, it's barely paid, or like Second City is the only like majorly, not everything's paying. And so actors just like have a different work ethic. And so I think it is more like, that's why you say like a feeder. It's like, maybe I'm not fully knowing the industry or feeling ready for it. But I do want to go to a city, so I'll go to Chicago, because that's how I felt about it too. I was like, I don't think I'm ready for New York. I mean, I eventually did come, but you know what I mean? Like, it's a good place to go to be able to afford it and learn. And then when I was done, I was like, done. I did 10 years there, and I was like, that's enough. Like, I was like, I felt good. I don't really miss it, but I am grateful for it for sure.
Damn, 10 years of Chicago winters.
Yeah. That was the 2015 was the last one, because we had like a polar vortex.
So I was in New York, and I moved here in July of 2014, and then obviously 2014, 2015.
Yeah.
And I was friends with so many Canadians. I mean, I still am, but I was like, this is inappropriate. They're like, no, this is fully a polar vortex. Yeah. And my cousin Mariana, who still lives in Chicago, I was like, what coat do I buy? Yeah. Like, I was working at Barney's. I'm like, and she's like, honestly, the Canada Goose. And that coat's 11 years old, but I'm so Cuban with it. Yeah. I like, at the end of every season, I like take it to the dry cleaners. This is my OCD kicking in, but it like stays in the plastic till the next. I'm like super, no, and I take care of it. And like, that's why everyone's like, oh, you're Canada Goose. I'm like, it's 11 years old. I got it on 2 discounts. My mom and my grandmother got it for me for like Christmas and my birthday, because my birthday's in December. But I'm so
cute. Yeah.
But I'm so grateful. And it's like, it's nice that I can kind of wear like that. I'm like, did I even put anything on? I don't even think I was wearing a sweater. I can't remember. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I got a really cheap Amazon jacket that I've been wearing, and I've been shocked that it's been working better than some of my other jackets.
My mom got me. Remember that there was like a viral Amazon jacket that my mom got me, and it was great. But I did take it to the dry cleaners one time, and apparently it fell apart. And the ladies just had to give me $100, and I was like, all right,
a bag of string and $100.
I'm so sorry. Here's some feathers.
Ooh, awkward.
I also think it's so cool that you do voiceover work.
Yeah, I love voiceover.
I mean, you're so animated just sitting here with you. They must fucking love you.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's been a cool challenge in some ways, because I am so animated with my face and body that it is. And then so you think like, oh yeah, then it's the same, but sometimes I'm like, oh, my voice sounds kind of boring when I thought it sounded cool, but it's only that my faces were cool and the voice came out boring. But yeah, it's been really cool. I've been like, I posted the other day, and I realized like, because I think that, everybody, we go through the career ups and downs, and when you're in a down, you're like, I did stuff, but I don't even do anything. But then it's like, no, I thought about this, and I was like, I work with Warner Brothers all the time. I got to play like Tweety Bird's cousin. I got to play a shark Jabberjaw that's only ever been played by white men. And then like and like, what was the other one? Oh, a Batman villain. That's what I was posting the other day. And it's like, that's so lucky, even if it's small stuff. But yeah, it's been a really great thing, and I've been doing a lot of it. And that's honestly like that's when I kind of want to make like the main drain. I love it. It's just so fun.
Blair loves it. It's so funny. I keep talking about Blair, but yeah, Blair loves it too. And she's so, both of you have really, I mean, Blair, it's
Blair, yeah. Mine just like, I can sing, so I make different voices. Blair's voice is just,
how cool. I didn't know that you could sing.
Oh yeah. Not right now. My voice is gone, but yeah, I can sing. Sometimes I think that's why I'm good at voiceover, or also like understudying, random things like that. Because understudying, you watch somebody do it and you can memorize it like music. However they say it is how you say it, especially if it's comedy. And then you get the same laughs they do, you do the job, you go home.
Oh, cool.
And so with voiceover, it's kind of like if they sometimes want to give a direction and I'm not getting it, I'll just say it how you want me to say it, and then they'll do it and I'll just imitate it. And then I'm like, that's fine. You know?
That's a good, that's a good, for the people at home who are like, oh, I maybe want to do voiceover work. Like, that's good to, that's cool that you just straight up asked.
Yeah, I'm just like that anyway in life. I'll just, instead of being like, okay, I'll keep trying and like,
no, it's like, how do you want it, Daddy?
I'll say, just say it. You know how you want it. So say it. And then I'll say it again. And
say
then
it to my face.
And I don't say it it's like, I'm not being mean.
I know.
I'm just like, you want me here for 2 hours? You want me here for 20 minutes? Say it. And I'll say it the same way you said it. And I'm happy we can get at it. I mean, like, I love it because I kind of, like, when people are like, don't, what do they say? Don't line read for me. Or don't give me line readings. I'm like, give me a line reading. If it's going to give me the job, get my check cleared, just tell me how to say it.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. Yeah. If I'm working with a director and I'm like, if you know what you have in your coconut that you want, just fucking whatever, dude.
If it's not coming out because you're not communicating it to me and I'm not understanding you, then just tell me what you want. It's fine.
Right.
And obviously when it's like clear like that, they know. But yeah, I really like voiceover. And like I coached a friend on voiceover because I coach actors sometimes, but I coached a friend on it.
Hello, should we promote your services now?
I'm gonna start doing it more often, so yes.
Yeah. So what, like, if an actor needs help with a casting, with an audition?
With an audition, I can help you tape it, coach it, to get it all sharp for the audition. And
then same with voiceover.
Voiceover, same thing with the voiceover that I did. I did 3 sessions with this girl, and then we recorded like a janky demo at the end, just a really little like short thing because she had to give a demo to a friend, and then she got on a little cartoon because he's like, her friend created this cartoon, and so she's like, well, he wants a demo, and so I was like, okay, I'll do 3 lessons with you. We'll kind of work on some stuff.
I might pay you to do the same thing because I would love to do. In Miami, I did a lot of Spanish voiceover work because in Spanish my accent is neutral. Like I think it's because my parents are, like, my mom is from Cuba and my dad's from Paraguay in South America, so it's like, because it's, everyone's like, they all speak Spanish. It's like, well, it's Caribbean versus South American Spanish, so it's different. But I think I know that I can make myself sound more like one or the other, but I can like just kind of go right down the middle and sound neutral.
Like a news anchor Spanish.
Kind of, yeah.
Spanish.
Yeah, with kind of like no real trace of like, well, where is she from? And it's funny because when I speak in Spanish, even here in New York, they're like, well, they're like, you're white. Yeah. Why is your accent good?
Yeah.
And then I always have to like tell them, and they're like, oh, you speak in Spanish? I'm like, it was my first language. Thank you so much. What a kick in the dick. Yeah. Even though it's funny, I like whenever I speak to my cousins in Paraguay, I get nervous. Even though, I don't know, because I'm like, I get in my head about it because I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not speaking well enough. Even though like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
they're
I
like,
would too though. Because you don't want them to be like, oh, our family doesn't even know how to speak the language. Well, whatever it is. Yeah,
they just call Americans Yankees. I don't know if that's like a Paraguayan or Asuncion slang, but like they're like, okay, Yankee, and I'm like, oh, jeez.
Okay, Yankee, okay. That's so cute.
Yeah, they're cool.
Daddy Yankee.
Exactly. There it is.
Mommy Yankee.
Okay, yes. I brought notes because I would get too hyper and forget. But we've covered a lot, actually, speaking of our ADD. But we were talking about this before with Mike, like the future of our industry and how so many of us are having to, like me starting this fucking podcast.
Boing. I did sound effects for it.
No, I appreciate it. You made it less, you made it softer.
Yeah.
Which, thank you. Yeah. Because I'm a bit rough.
But starting a podcast, listen, there's avenues, right?
Sure.
Podcast, social media, annoying everybody at parties, fucking somebody, being someone's child, right? And listen, podcasting, if you want to say it within that list, I'd do podcasting probably too. I'd fuck somebody, maybe once. Sorry, I don't know how to sit.
No, it's okay. No, you were just moving, so I was looking. I also love the color of your pants.
I never sit still. Thank you. They're Gap, baby.
They're Gap.
Gap has the best stuff. That's Gap. Oh, you said
Gap
that.
Kids.
Gap has the best stuff. I swear, everything on sale always.
Oh yeah, put it in your cart and then just leave it there, and they're like, please come back.
I know, it's hilarious.
Yeah. No, Gap on sale, and Zach Posen now at the helm.
Yeah, 40%
I love
off
him.
always. Me too. He did. Remember when he did the Delta flight attendant outfits? Did you remember
No,
that?
I have to Google it.
Whenever they wear the purple ones, those are his outfits. Isn't that funny? It was like a big thing at the time.
He seems so lovely. I feel like he also made. I mean, I love how like. I feel dumb saying it like this, but like architectural, his gowns look. Yeah. Like Sarah Silverman wore a dress of his, and it's so funny. She's like on the red carpet, and then she just like whips out a joint or like some kind. She just like was so. I'm like, I love it. I get it, girl.
So funny. Living her damn life. Wait, what were we talking about? Something else? I forgot.
It's okay. I got you. That's why I write the.
Like you wrote it down, right? Okay. Good.
Yeah. No, the future of our industry and how we're all having to pivot.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. So wait, just talking about the future of it indeed.
Well, no. I think it's curious or not curious. It's like I think so many of us in our industry are having a reckoning with the fact that like there is less work. Yeah. But the bills keep coming.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like rent every month. I just hit the mic. Con Ed, National Gas, which gas is getting more expensive. Yeah. I've been paying I was paying $19 in 2020, and it's been creeping up, and then it was 20, then it was 21. I just looked at my gas bill. It was $25. I'm like, I'm not using. Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we? It's not like I'm cooking up a storm.
Yeah, I only use it for cooking.
Right.
And then somebody told me, mine hasn't been this yet, but somebody told me those mini splits can be like $400 heating bills or something. I was like, what?
Is
for
the
electricity? Yeah.
Is the mini split the box? Yeah, I have 2. Yeah. Because I'm a Miami girl, and I'm like,
I have 3. I mean, they just were built into my place. Though.
Nice. No. Yeah. So right? Do I. Yeah. When I moved in, the place that I'm at now, I moved in August of 2020. Yeah. And like one of my non-negotiables was like, I needed to have a split because I've lived somewhere with central AC and it was trash.
Oh, because that's more like, it's a little more focused in the mini split, and they feel like they cool a room and heat a room faster.
Yeah. I mean, it's not perfect, but
sweatshirt's so big, I don't know how to sit in it.
No, it's cool. I like it. I like the material.
Yeah, it's cool. It's like neoprene or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's expensive and it's really scary. A lot of people, I think it's everything, because a lot of people my age they were finally able to buy houses in Altadena, and then they lost their fucking house. Yeah. And things like that. So it's like you see people getting these dreams. I saw myself, getting to a level where I was really happy with the money I was making. I was maybe going to be able to buy something or live a certain way or whatever. And then, everything just kind of evaporated. And not only is it like evaporating, the landscape is changing. Mm-hmm. For people of color, it just is. It's getting a lot like whiter again. It's getting a lot, maybe a little bit more conservative or more like, multi-cams versus single cams, whatever it is. It's just like the landscape's always kind of shifting, and then sometimes you feel like, where do I fit into it? Mm-hmm. And I mean, and then another thing is just famous people taking so many jobs. So many jobs.
Because it's hard for them too, because I'm sure it's drying up for them too, and they're like, oh yeah, I'll promote Sarah V or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, when we had the strikes, that's when I started seeing it, and now it's just become like a thing. Yeah. Because during the strikes, I'd be at a commercial audition, I'd be like, now why the fuck is that person here? They're never at commercial auditions. Right. But it's because everybody has to work. But now I do.
Everybody's got to eat. Everybody has to pay the bills. What were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say I think some people have gotten back into the groove, but I think there's just so many people that like, it's like you don't know what to do. I know a casting director that she's like, I might be a librarian. Like, it's just like, and these people that you look up to and that you're like, what? Like, if you're doing that, and a lot of the jobs too, like a lot of regular jobs, I feel like the pay is so different that it's almost like you'd have to take a pay cut to do a lot of things if you changed careers now. And so then you're like, well, I wouldn't survive either. Or, how would I survive? Or what certification would I get? I'm 43. It's very like confronting for a lot of people, I think, right now. That's a long answer, but it's
No, I want a long answer. I mean, that's like this is like the meat and potatoes of our life.
Yeah, and so many people are changing careers. I mean, it's like, I feel like when I talk to New York people, a lot of them are just like, during COVID, I changed my career or whatever. I feel like right now that's happening for a lot of like writers, performers. Mm-hmm. I don't know what people are. It doesn't seem like everybody's shifting, but everybody's definitely just like at least thinking about it. Mm-hmm. I looked at a grad school and then I was like, I can't go to school. I don't want to go. I'm too lazy for school. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, and school, I mean, I did, my acting program was like a 2 year, my friend, when I told my friend the number, Sam Rubinoff, he's like, that's like a master's program. And I hadn't even
Yeah.
thought of it. I was just doing it.
When did you? Was it like after? Did you go to college and then do an acting program?
Yeah, the acting, I mean, I graduated from college like 2009 of 20, listen to me, 2009.
Golly, I keep hitting this thing.
It's okay. Yeah, like I graduated a year late, I think. But no, the acting program I did from 2022 to 2024.
Yeah.
But here at Esper, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like those kinds of things now I look at them and it's like now that I'm 43, I'm like, oh my God, I'd be 45 by the time I finish. I mean, I'm not going to do an acting program, obviously, because then I'd be doing the same thing and I'd be like, wait, I just looped around to acting again. But like,
well, and you don't need it.
Anything like that. And yeah, and it's been hard because that was my thing too, is like every career seems cool, but then I don't really see myself doing it. And so that's also another thing I think a lot of people run into, maybe.
What do you mean by that?
Like, okay, like, and I know people that have been experiencing this too that are even like, you know, higher levels of like, okay, like it would be super cool to teach Pilates. But then you kind of like start maybe getting closer to the world and you're like, maybe that's not my thing. Or you're like, it'd be cool to be a nurse. Then you're like, well, I'd have to clean up poop and I'm not going to want to clean up poop. You know what I mean? Like there's just, I'm not going to do it. Or I, you know, I want to do this, but I'll always be late or I'll, you know, whatever it is. And I feel like I was running into that so much because probably in a way resisting the path, which is like, unfortunately, you are kind of in this world, so at least find somewhere in there to live. You know what I mean? With the coaching or with like, I've been thinking about like, kind of like helping develop people in a way. It's because I know a lot of people, so it's like I want to help, you know, but I don't necessarily always need to be the one doing it. So, but it's the first time I've felt like excited in years because I think a lot of people are like, okay, I can't be a TV writer anymore. I'm gonna go be, you know, X job, but then it's like they don't really want to do that. They just don't know what else to do.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, my day job is I'm a secretary.
Yeah.
And I don't wake up like rock hard ready to do it, but I'm grateful that, you know, I have really good insurance and they're super lovely. And if I do get randomly called to do a commercial and I need to take the day off, I can, you know, and like.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, but it's like, I feel like that seems to be more of a thing that people in New York have is more diversified jobs in a way. Because I just feel like, that people I know it's like we're like in L I don't no it's not true but it's like it's not a bad thing though but in LA it's like you lose your job and you're just like guess I'll go work out 5 days a week and figure it out, you know, because you're just like what it's like it turns into kind of like nothing and then you either find a part-time gig or you just kind of like wing it until you make money again, but you can only do it for so long.
I was just gonna say that's a level of stress. I don't know if it's like immigrant shit or what, but like I can't call up my mom and be like, hey, can you cover rent?
No, I mean, I can't either.
No. Sorry, and I didn't mean it like that.
No, I know.
I'm just saying that's my yeah.
Because I have like money anxiety, but it's also funny because I'm really bad with money in a way. So I would make you so nervous, but at the same time, I would be just as scared as you. It makes no sense. Like I would be like, oh, like on the train, I was like, I'm running out of money, and it's like, but you're not gonna run out of money. Like you have a savings that's there for this. You know, like.
See, that's
just
great.
So funny. Yeah, it's just funny how I plan ahead. I don't know. I think mine comes from just like. Probably trauma, like growing up with not a lot of money or something.
Yeah, no.
And you're
same.
saying like immigrant.
Yeah.
It's like there's always that in the back of your head, like must like make sure I'm okay. Must stay okay. Let's protect.
I mean, that's what rich people do. Fuck them.
Yeah, they sure do.
Shit. I love that we kind of covered everything on my notes, and now I get to ask you. You're the only person who knew the origin of these questions, by the way, and I'll give you your flowers forever.
I can't believe that. Maybe you interview. Maybe I was going to say older, but it's like I don't know. I watched.
I'm 40. We're 3 years. Yeah, I know. That's why we're 3 years apart. And we might have been. Yeah. I was gonna say like I was the oldest one in my class. I wonder if you were the youngest or if you were the oldest.
Oldest probably.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, because you're October. Yeah, and I'm December. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, the Proust Questionnaire. I used to watch Inside the Actors Studio all the time. Did nobody else watch it?
Okay, so I've already said the story, but I couldn't. When I got into freshman college, I started early. I started like instead of starting in the fall, I started in the summer.
Yeah.
Just to like get ahead of classes, and I'm a fucking nerd. Nerd alert. And it was in Orlando, and I couldn't. I couldn't afford to go home for like 4th of July, and I was like, well, I guess and I didn't really have any friends yet, and I was like, I would just go to the gym, go to class, and come home like a fucking dude. But on July 4th, they had like a marathon of Inside the Actors Studio, and I must have watched like 40 of them.
Yeah.
But I just loved it. I loved how like telling these questions are. So
I was obsessed. And James Lipton would always say, and now we'll go to the Proust questionnaire. This is 67 questions, like whatever. He'd always introduce it the same way. What is your favorite word? Like, same shit.
I know. He's such a queen.
I love that show because it's, Inside the Actors Studio. These college students are like asking like, Tom Cruise, what's Mission Impossible like or whatever.
There's one I had forgotten, but like Bradley Cooper got to ask Robert De Niro one. That's right. A young Bradley.
I forgot about. I've seen that. Yes.
It's cool.
Yeah, that was a great show.
It was a time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I get to ask you.
Okay. I'm so excited. I like feel like I love it.
It's nice that you know what's up, because some people get into it and they like do a paragraph, and I'm like, you can just do one answer, one word, but whatever. Yeah, but you do whatever.
I know I probably would do a paragraph, so I'm glad you actually reminded me.
No, but it's. I mean, listen, we're
like,
here.
Edit.
No,
but,
I don't like to edit. Tell me.
No, I'm excited because to me it's like I equate this with famous people answering it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do here.
They do it in the New Yorker too, right?
Oh, do they? I don't know.
Maybe they used to or like have one time. And you know what?
That's okay.
Who cares about what those people are doing? I want to do it.
You're famous. You're famous to me. You're my famous friend. You're my important famous friend. You are.
Oh man, I'll try to get you into some parties then, because that's the only reason you got to have those.
Oh my God,
and I'm not a good one for that.
You know I'm not gross. Please. What is your favorite word?
Oh gosh, I really always loved the word melancholy. Isn't that so weird?
It's a great word,
though. It's a beautiful word.
It's beautiful.
And I love the Smashing Pumpkins, and I still write my G's like Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness font. But I just always thought that was such a great word, melancholy.
Ugh, I love it. I can't wait. I'm going to introduce you to my best friend, Liz. I feel like you all would hit it off.
Is she goth or something? Or together?
She is kind of goth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. What is your least favorite word?
Overwhelmed. If any fucking man ever tells me he's overwhelmed by me again, I'm gonna murder. Overwhelmed, too much, anything in that vein of a lot. And I'm not even saying just men, but I think I'm saying that because overwhelmed is just a feeling that I give people a lot, and I fucking can't handle it. It's like, I'm sorry that's my energy. We both have to figure out a way to deal with it. Like, we both have to figure it out. Because I get it a lot. Not overwhelmed. I either get, you have such good energy, or when they know me a little better, I'm overwhelmed. But yeah, I hate when people say that. I hate when people say busy. I hate when people say overwhelmed. And I get it. We all are. I'm always overwhelmed. I get it. But something about it just feels like, you're not. Shut up.
Yeah.
Or just like, let people be. Don't get overwhelmed by a personality.
Or manage the fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like if I say, oh, I'm overwhelmed by you, well, that's me feeling that about you.
Yes.
So maybe either like manage it within yourself.
Yes.
Don't put it back onto you.
That's the thing, is remembering that that's coming from them. It doesn't need to be into you.
Mm-hmm.
They're just having that. Like, that's just who they are. You can be whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, but yes, overwhelmed.
That's like me being like, you're boring. It's like, okay, well then I should try and make the conversation more fun.
Yeah.
You know how many boring people I've talked to at a party? Oh my God, I never say nice things about myself, but I'm like, I should be a fucking Olympian.
You can talk to anybody, and you make them feel welcome and good, and that is like a skill. Friend. And people are lucky that they have those people to bounce off of, because they're lucky that those people don't judge them, because we could.
We could. We will.
You're more that person. I'm not that nice.
I can be nasty. What turns you on creatively, spiritually, or emotionally?
Collaboration.
Oh, yeah.
Creatively, spiritually, emotionally. Hold my hand, make love to me, improvise with me, riff with me, laugh with me, harmonize with me, collab with me. I love that so much. I love working with people to make something.
That's so nice. Yeah. What turns you off?
Bitch ass hoes. No, I'm just kidding.
Perfect
what turns
answer.
me off? Dishonesty.
Yeah, great.
In any form.
I don't lie to people just because I don't want to have to keep up with the lie.
Yeah. And
I can barely remember to take my pills in the morning.
I already forgot them today.
Me too.
And like
We're both here white knuckling it.
I want to run, I want to scream, I want to get a recorder and play it and get yelled at by my music teacher, riddling. But no, like I sorry. Wait, what was the question? Because I was.
It's okay. No, you were crushing it. What turns you off? And then you said bitch ass hoes, and then we riffed.
Oh, and then we riffed. Oh, I thought I said something. Oh yeah, okay. So
maybe I forgot.
I thought I said something. Yeah. What turns me off is
dishonesty.
Because I was gonna. Oh my god. Dishonesty. Wow. We're gonna go home and take our meds. Dishonesty. And I mean, like, in any form, because that was honestly part of the reason why I was getting sick of living in a town of, like, of the industry. Because it's very, like, oh, that was so good. Oh, my God, you're excellent. You're a queen. I love you so much. And you never talk to them again. And it's like, okay, that's totally fine. But please don't say excellent, perfect, no notes, you're a queen. And then let me never come back again. Not let me ever come back again.
Well, it's funny that you say that because that's something I do love about New York is that we're not at that level. But people here say, oh, my God, they're the best.
Oh, yeah, they do say that a lot.
And I'm like, well, not everyone can be the best.
Right.
Like it's a numbers thing. Do you know what I mean? Like then the best doesn't mean anything.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? And for years I fought it, and now I'm like, whatever. Like you know, and sure they're the best, and I get it that now it's just like a casual, sweet way to say like, oh, they're such a great person.
Yeah, like I love that guy, but then oh, he's the best. Well, that's also maybe
it's like, is everyone winning an award? Like, is everyone getting first place? Then first place means anyway. Continue. Sorry.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe why you don't like it is because you don't want to think of like a hierarchy of people. You just want to like vibe. And other people are like, he's the best. He's my. I hate when people say best friend now. And I used to say it, but for some reason it feels. I don't know. Like, oh, that's the number one.
Yeah.
They're not. It's just like. Yeah. It feels childish sometimes to me to do that.
Totally.
But I don't know. I go everywhere with it. But yeah, I just don't like dishonesty. I don't like people lie to me. I don't like when people lie to me as in say like, yeah, that sounds great, but they don't mean it. Or like when people say sure to me, I'm always like, does that mean yes or no? Just fucking tell me, because it usually means no. Not always.
Oh, but I say sure, and but thank you for.
But I've asked you before, right? I said like, do you mean yes or no? And you're like, no, I mean yes. And I was like, cool. But it's like, as long as you can just get, because some people say sure and they mean no. A lot of people do that. But so it's just hard.
Yeah.
Sorry. I just don't like dealing with that. That's always been really hard for me because I feel like it's like, how can you communicate when nobody's being like fully honest or like open or whatever?
Yeah.
Paragraph.
No, I love it. That we're literally on this is the Paragraph platform.
Paragraph Platform Podcast Network.
There it is. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, I was thinking about this because I was like, what would I say? I literally
Thank you for
it has
preparing.
to be like a phrase that is dripping with vitriol, but like isn't even that bad. Like, oh, you piece of shit. Like that. Like you say it like that. I like to do that when I'm driving. Like, you are such a fucking idiot. And that way when you say it like that, it just like doesn't matter exactly what the curse word is. It just gives it to them real good.
What a perfect answer.
Thank you. So, but I think you were such a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. Like that.
I love it. What sound or noise do you love?
What sound or noise do I, God. I mean, I'm just gonna, okay, I'll say can I say like harmony or like, this
is your time, baby.
I know what I'll say. There's a specific part of like every favorite song I have. There's a specific part that might not be all that noticeable, or just like a whoo, or like where something blends together, or there's like a little sound or ad lib. Those little sounds are my favorite sounds always. And like a moment where a song will, I wish I could give it. There's a song called Levitation by Beach House, where it takes a minute and a half for the fucking beat to drop. But when the beat drops, it's like, and it turns into this echoey, huge, beautiful song. And it's like at 1 minute and 31 seconds. And I will rewind, just to hear that part.
I'm gonna do it on the train home.
Silver Soul has a good one too. Oh, Silver Soul is right after the first chorus. It is happening again, and then it's right after the first chorus. It's like those little things. Mm-hmm. I go to concerts by myself sometimes.
I love it. I've seen you. I think it's great.
I do this when I feel those moments. It's all I can do is because I just feel it so hard. Sometimes I'm like this. Like music just like.
I love it.
I sound like I'm stoned now, but I think I finally woke up from the morning of waking up. I'm like, oh, I'm awake.
No, it's great. What sound or noise do you hate?
I really don't like the sound of babies crying, and I know that's like a pretty basic one, but
No,
when they're
it's
crying
tough.
for like a long time, it
Yeah.
gives me anxiety.
Yeah, because you want to help them.
Yeah, and you feel, I think some things like, they trigger weird things in you or something, like when you're a kid or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's just something about that sound. It's funny because my dog hates it too, so we both get like, when there's a kid crying for a long time.
It's
It's so
tough. It's a
annoying.
tough noise. Yeah.
It is. It's
And
tough because, it sounds like I used to have this neighbor, because I made my sister listen to it because I was like, it's just so bad. My sister said it was a purple cry, which means the kid's crying so hard, their face is like, that's why they say that.
Right. Oh, wow.
So she's like, no, they're letting that kid cry too hard.
Yeah.
So it was like, because it was like I lived next to them and or across from them, and it just gave me the worst anxiety. Anyway.
No, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah, like what your sister was saying, that baby was like in distress.
Yeah, really. Yeah. And then like, think about it, like there's on a plane, and then the mom's stressed, and then everybody around them's being immediately rude to them, which I get because it's annoying, but it's also like, so everything about the sound of a baby crying just kind of activates.
It's tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I think, I always think some kind of therapist. I thought like a marriage and family counseling, which is hilarious because I'm bad at relationships, but I actually think I'd like to be like a physical therapist, like something that does something with bodies and like heals people.
Oh,
I like body stuff.
that's nice.
Yeah.
What profession other than your own? Oh, wait. Oh, what profession would you not like to do? Sorry.
I would just say, what profession would I not like to do? I mean, anything in customer service, but I mean, like, I'm trying to think of the worst version of it, because
I've worked a few.
yeah, I just feel like I feel like it's just so bad. Or like fitness sales.
Oh,
I worked at like a
yeah.
place that we had to sell packages, and they were so expensive and not worth it, and I hated it. Every second of it, trying to sell this thing that I hated.
No, that was me at Barney's. People were like, "Why are these glasses $500?" I'm like, "You're right. It's crazy."
Yeah, you're like, I don't know.
And then other people would come in and buy 5 at a time, and I'm like, "Yeah, go off."
Yeah. It's such a weird. Yeah, and it's just like I don't want to have to be part of the like trying to push it onto people that didn't immediately want it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Sales, I guess. Sales would probably be a no.
Yeah, sales is gnarly, especially because you have to like hit goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too. I have like a hermit crab. I pull into my shell when I have to do sales because I'm like, oh, I can't. I don't want to compete.
It's so funny that I worked at these fancy stores, and I was always like, yeah.
Barney's, like, that's crazy.
And Neiman Marcus before that, and Diane von Furstenberg before that. Oh yeah, it's like drugs. It was hard to get out of.
They called serving the golden handcuffs for the exact same reason.
Oh yeah.
Because it's impossible. Because you're just like, well, I know how to make quick money. I know I can go to any city and get a job quickly. And like work and make some good money.
Yeah. Okay. If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
If heaven exists, I know I'm like, okay, what would I like? I think I'd want it to just be like, it sounds weird, like, let's hang out, or like, let's talk. I want to hear you. Or like, let's just talk.
I'm going to cry.
I know, is that a weird thing?
No,
I think it feels
that's
really
how beautiful.
Yeah, because it feels so good to be understood and heard and to have a connection with people. And so I feel like if I saw God, I wouldn't want him to be like, you did a good job. You're cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd rather him be like, let me welcome you in and love you and talk to you. I made her cry. She's not going to make me cry, though, because I'm going to put up my comedy wall and resist it. But no, I mean, I would, that feeling of...
Oh, God, I put on makeup. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah. I think that it's maybe when you go through lonely times or whatever it is, you just think of, I just want everything to feel like a hug in life. And when it doesn't, you're like, why not? Let it feel like a hug. So let God open the pearly gates and give me a little squeeze.
Oh.
A little conversation and be like, yeah, I get that, girl. That's fucking crazy. Like, he did actually love you, but he was just very scared. Like, that kind of stuff. Yeah. But, like, really hearing you first. Letting you really, yeah.
That's so nice.
I'm trying to make you cry again. I'm just kidding.
No, it's great.
Sweet. No, but yeah. Do people usually say, like, you did it? Like, hey.
I mean, well, from all the actor studios, a lot of it was, like, welcome home, which is cool.
Yeah.
But, like, you wanting to talk to God, I'm like, what if God was one of us?
I was just going to say that. Because if God had a face, what would it be? Oh my God.
Friend, that's the show. Thanks so much for doing it.
Really nice. Thank you for having me.
Please promote whatever you'd like to promote
Well,
for the folks at home.
Yeah, please follow me on Instagram. That's like the main place I do stuff. It's at Niccole Thurman, Niccole with 2 C's. I would really love to coach acting, help you with your audition. Honestly, I'm going to start doing strategizing sessions with people and kind of give them career guidance because I can see things for people even if I can't see it for myself all the time. So I want to give that gift, but I also want to be paid for it. So anyway, keep an eye out.
I'm truly going to hit you up for voiceover work.
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
I know a gal who teaches voiceover stuff, and y'all should like take over the world.
Well, I mean, I'd be interested to hear see how she does it too, because I'm winging it sometimes.
She does it over Zoom. I've done it.
Yeah,
over
that's
Zoom.
what I did.
Yeah, it's great.
Because you just have to all you do is listen, and it's really fun. I just love voiceover.
Anyway, thanks so much, Fred.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Honored.